That you're in love with me. And we're
We
back.
started it. Oh.
Yeah. I was.
Hooked on a feeling.
Ba, ba, ba,
Am I believing?
Wait, who sings that song? So,
Shut up. Shut up.
So,
Kick
I
this
don't know.
guy.
It's like the first song in the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack.
let's keep it that way, buddy. Let's keep it that
Okay.
way.
Well, I
That's
just
that song.
Okay. Well, we're back. This is our first episode post Celtics win. First off, so,
Blue Swede.
hey, he's got the hat. He's got the hat. Champions. We're champions. Champions.
Go, baby.
Ignore my bed. I hope NBC doesn't see
Fuck
this.
Jason and Deuce Tatum.
Oh, that's bad taste. Bad taste.
We
did it. We did it. I guess the most recent. It is first off. It is June 27th. The second day of the draft just happened, and in the year of our Lord 2024, Bronny James is on the Lakers. Pick 55.
So, nepotism hire right there, but
yeah.
This draft class is weak, and I mean, truth be told, I don't know if there were any other better players than Bronny at 55. Yes,
No.
Him going to the Lakers is nepotism, and Rich Paul was telling GMs that Bronny would go to Australia if they drafted him. But I don't know. I mean, will he be good? Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not. I mean, maybe flash forward to years when we're wrong about this analysis, but I mean, I don't know. This pick, it doesn't really do anything for me. It's really a media pick.
Yeah.
I
mean, at his peak, he's
but
a
they
catch
gotta
and shoot.
give him minutes.
No, but at his peak, he's catch and shoot guy, and he can defend a little perimeter. But like you put Bronny James up against Luka,
he's got some bounce though. But yeah,
but like he's a good athlete and obviously a really raw prospect. But like you put him against Luka, what's going to happen? Obviously, he's probably not even like. I mean, they'll see if he's league ready, but I really don't think he is.
One thing I do want to say though, and this is not about Bronny, but it is about the NBA draft. I know this episode is not about the NBA draft because let's be honest, we don't really need to talk about the NBA draft. I will say that the Knicks had an awful draft, but that's because they kept trading their picks. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We got OG, Mikal Bridges,
not a championship. Anyway,
I will say though.
The Mickey Mouse Celtics.
The Knicks re-signing OG was impressive. I didn't think they were going to do it as quickly as they did. I think the fact that they dished out that much money without their projected no cap space for the next year. So
still with a projected Hartenstein sign as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. Cut. No, he wants to stay with the Knicks, but he's turning down max contracts to stay with the Knicks. But I think I think that, and I will say this about the Knicks, the only team in the East that I think will compete against the Celtics next year are the Knicks. I can say that confidently if they're healthy. Porzingis is missing a good portion of the start of the season. He had surgeries out 5 to 6 months.
I mean, so the thing is though, like the Celtics are going to be in the playoffs. Obviously, we saw that if you get a top seed, you're more likely going to move on, which people don't understand. Obviously, like Heat fans. But the other thing is that how much of the playoffs do they play without Porzingis, right? So it doesn't really matter.
2 full series, basically.
Right, exactly. So it doesn't really matter if you're missing a month of him at the beginning of the season. They're still not going to know how to play together. I almost just said with each other. That would have been weird. They're going to know how to play as a basketball team. And also, Celtics first round draft pick could be a demon off the bench.
I like it. I like the pick.
You got 2. I mean, I just like I don't think he's going to start. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be 6-man, but I think he could. There could be room for him. I know, obviously, like Jared Walsh, and their whole kind of back end of the G League is has some talent and could probably be on bench players on other teams. But the thing is, though, I think Baylor, he just plays the game so fluid. And I could see him actually getting a role on the Celtics because they just shoot so many threes that these other guys that are in the G League don't have a role on this team. I think Baylor maybe could. But that's
I'll say this, and I could have a full episode on a Jordan Walsh analysis. I think that guy's got all the tools. I think he can be good. But anyway, we're not talking about him. Yes, I like Baylor Shireman. I think that's
Shireman.
But I think he's good. I think he's a good fit for
weird
the
shooting form.
He's
got like Tyrese, like lefty
form.
Yeah.
Do you think Jared Sullinger gets a ring?
Jared Sullinger he has not played in the NBA since what 2015.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah, we don't need to. I will say, like,
another thing about Sullinger was good.
Another thing about this draft is like once comparisons were coming out that like the top players are like Harrison Barnes level.
Like, I know that's like insane.
That's just like
hey, there was Steve perspective too.
Yeah. I will say, and
best player of all time.
This is not an NBA episode. This is a MLB episode.
Who cares?
But
it's relevant. It's relevant.
The Knicks,
the NFL at the end.
Sure. Yeah. The Knicks. We forget that the Knicks still have Julius Randle. Like
no. That's like that completes the package. Like they are a good team.
It's like, a good ass team. Like that's a good ass team.
And I'd argue their bench. Like obviously like front end Celtics. 100%, but they definitely are deeper. Like they now
they are for sure.
Which people were like, when people were like, "Oh, the Mavericks have a deeper bench," like it didn't really matter because Celtics had a better top 5, and that's who plays in the court. However, like the Knicks, just top to bottom, are good. They have, you know,
the Mavs were starting like 2 or 3 sixth men.
Yeah, Derek Jones Jr. had no place.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like deep as in like what? Like 3 6 men on the floor. But the difference is that if they re-sign Hartenstein, they have good backcourt, good front court, and also chemistry, power of friendship. So
also and not to discredit the Nets because they won that trade, I would say.
I mean they traded away 5 picks for a non-all-star, so I think Mikal is good. I think he's not 5 first-round picks, but I think that was the cost to make the Knicks work.
I think that this was executed perfectly by Joe Tsai and the Brooklyn Nets because of the sheer fact that the Knicks didn't know that Mikal Bridges requested a trade specifically to the Knicks when he was traded. That came out afterwards.
Oh, really?
So even with that in mind, Joe Tsai took full advantage of the Knicks getting 5 first-round picks because if the Knicks knew that, they would not have paid nearly as much.
Oh no! I think they would have done three firsts instead of the 5.
I agree.
There was a swap in there too. So like,
it was.
But any last thoughts on the draft? I think the Alex Sarr looks like Caitlin Clark. That was really funny.
That was hilarious.
That was really funny. But I don't, like I said, I think I like Dalton Knecht.
Yeah, I mean he'll be good.
Yeah,
I think actually I don't think he'll be good. I've been saying that for a minute. I don't think he'll be very good, but for no reason.
Who's the Reed Shepherd? Low key.
Yeah, Reed Shepherd.
Low key. Like 54% or 52% from 3.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. Reed Shepherd and Rob Dillingham moved so far down my list after that Kentucky game in March Madness. That was horrible. But
if I learned one thing from March Madness, is never. Zach Edey, that was crazy.
That was a crazy pick. And it could work. It could work, but it also could crash horribly, and they wasted the 9th overall pick. But it could work.
I mean, he's not playing offense for them. He's going to strictly be like a board getter. Like,
it's pretty crazy because they have Jaren Jackson Jr.
right
already.
So another reason why it just doesn't make any sense. But
yeah, and you know what else doesn't make sense? Donovan Clingan going to the Trailblazers when they have DeAndre Ayton and Robert Williams already. That doesn't make sense.
I think they'll move someone. I think they just want to keep a really young team. If I had to guess, I mean Ayton, just because he's moved constantly.
I think Time Lord gets traded because of his injury risk. I think Ayton is Ayton.
I think they get more.
Hey. Do you remember when you were like, Robert Williams is better than Bam Adebayo?
I don't think I ever said that.
There's no way. Did we say that? Who said that?
I don't think we ever said that.
Luke said
Comment down below if we said that.
Oh, what? I said that he would win DPO. He could win DPOY over Bam. I didn't say he was better.
You did say he was
Bam
better.
obviously is a better offensive player.
I stand by that though. Rob Bam didn't even win.
Rob's not even on your team. Stop glazing.
Yeah, he's not even on the team, bro. He's not even on the team.
Before we get into MLB, before we get into like specifically the trade deadline, a few things came out. First off, Aaron Judge, top vote getter across the board, not surprising, and Bryce Harper too. The thing I do want to talk about though, that's more important.
Oh my God!
You want to talk about them for a little bit?
8-2 to the Blue Jays.
Yeah. Like, I won't lie, we lost. The Red Sox lost by a good amount of runs to the Blue Jays in that second game. However, they did sweep them the game before.
Oh, Vladdy hit a homer. It's actually 9-2.
Oh, good. Vladdy, who's known for hitting homers this year.
Oh my God, dude, this team is so bad. So horrendously awful right now.
It's crazy though because they still have a really good record, but like.
Judge and Soto are good. Like, they're fantastic players.
Wait, I saw this post the other day. It was a 5-year of what Gleyber could be projected as when he first joined the Yankees, and every single year it said that he was gonna hit over 40 home runs every single year. So how is that panned out, Sam?
Gleyber sucks. Like. There's talk in a group chat that Gleyber has lost his love for the game.
Oh,
he's just bad. He's just bad. He's just bad. He hasn't lost love for the game.
He clearly hasn't lost love for the game because if you saw him in the game last night, he was glum. He was just like sitting there sulking, like Rodon the other night.
When he was crying.
Speaking of Carlos Rodon, who is Carlos Rodon's number one hater? Who was right about him the entire time?
It's more like who is Carlos Rodon?
His
last 2 starts have been awful. He's been good the rest of the year.
No, the last 3, right? Hold on.
Because he was bad 5 innings. Year.
Hold on, Carlos Rodon log.
Sorry, I was not paying attention. I zoned out.
Last year was completely understandable, right? But okay, let's see. So this start obviously was not good. And then he 3.2 innings pitched against the Braves, 7 earned runs, 3 home runs, only 3 strikeouts. And that jumped his ERA up to
then Atlanta.
Yeah, and then 5 innings.
It's not just Rodon.
No, it's the whole team, but
Luis
5 innings. Yeah, that was way more surprising to me. I completely understand Carlos Rodon because A, the fifth wasn't there. B, he wasn't striking out guys as frequently as he did with the White Sox.
Luis Gil's ERA the last 7 days. Well, 19.06.
So that's what, 2 starts? That's the last 2 starts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, so not only is Rodon bad today, but the Yankees have 2 hits on the day, and one of them is a Trent Grisham home run who does not start for them.
Yeah, I mean, and then another thing, which I saw this was a Carabas tweet. Since that home run, since the Alex Verdugo homer, the Red Sox have the best record in baseball, and the Yankees have the worst record in baseball. Verdugo also ranks 175th out of 182 qualified hitters, is batting 114 since that game. Not only that, he grounded into a crucial double play last night that put the game away.
So far this season, the Yankees have the most grounded into double plays in an MLB season in MLB history.
And do you know what? Do you know what complements that stat? That's even crazier. They're still top 5 in runs scored per game and ERA. So their bullpen is incredible. Their bullpen has always will be good. Even though there's no one crazy, it locks down games. Gil, Like who even knows? Or Hill, like who even knows? Like he looks so good. It's hurting my fantasy team, so I'm not happy about it.
He just like I don't know what it is, but he needs to figure something out.
Yeah, it was definitely like a hitch or something.
Like I love Garrett Cole. It just felt like once he came back in the rotation, the pitchers started sucking.
I think he'll get better. Like I think Cole is fine. I'm not really worried about that match start. He's coming back.
This is spring training for him.
And they threw him in the fire. Like they put him in the Subway game 1 of the Subway series.
I will say though, and this might not be a factor. This might just be grasping for straws here. It has been really fucking hot in New York. Like, it's so hot, bro. I would not want to play baseball
everywhere else.
It's been hot everywhere, though.
I get that we had a heat wave.
The Red Sox. It's been hot in Boston.
Everywhere. That's true, but
Luke, good job trying to give him like some credit.
Listen. I'll say this, and I did not have much input in that conversation because I do not be watching the Yankees. But what I do be watching is my top scoring fantasy team. That's what I do be watching.
All right.
So
yeah, my team's been on the shitter ever since.
Yeah.
The
issue with the Yankees is pretty much everybody but Soto and Judge and formerly Stanton. And Volpe, Volpe's fine.
Yeah, but he's doing expected.
Stanton,
well, he got hurt.
Stanton is the Gordon Ramsay. He looks like the Gordon Ramsay if he decided to do journalism instead of cooking.
What?
I only thought about that because Gordon Ramsay threw out the first pitch.
All right.
No, you just look like Gordon Ramsay. That was like it.
Thanks for taking the heat off of what I said. Gordon Ramsay's gone.
I hope it's like internet cut out.
I don't know how to get back into this conversation.
You have to edit out a lot of this.
Anyway, let's just move on.
I think I'll include...
My point.
Okay, yeah. So you were saying
you're not gonna comment? Oh, never mind.
We have an awful infield.
Yeah.
Jose Trevino can't throw out anything.
Mm-hmm.
I could guarantee Albert Pujols could steal a base on Trevino. Like,
yeah,
it's really bad. Wells is not really what he was hyped up to be, but like he'll develop. Like I don't really care about that. It's just the infield besides Anthony Volpe is awful.
Is Dan frozen for you too?
Yeah.
Okay.
DJ sucks. He's probably gonna get DFA'd or win.
Yeah, and I told you that DJ sucked, and you're like, he had 2 hits last night when you went to the game.
Because I was like, I went to the game and I was like excited about DJ LeMahieu.
He blows chunks. He's so bad.
Where the heck is Dan?
Do you think that the Yankees are going to – oh, he's gone. Do you think that the Yankees are going to be able to stay at the top of the AL East, or do you think that the Orioles are going to –
Depends what happens at the deadline, to be honest.
Orioles are clobbering the Rangers right now.
The Orioles are a really good team. I have a surprise Orioles pick for later.
Word?
Yeah, but it's – I don't know. Like, we need to be aggressive at the trade deadline. Like, we really need to be because
Dan's internet cut out.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I think the Yankees are gonna be fine. I think they're just kind of.
Oh wait, I did speak that into existence.
Yeah, but I think they'll be fine. I don't know. I mean, if anything, like the Orioles and the Yankees are considerably farther ahead than the Red Sox. So if both teams like absolutely shit the bed, then
thank you.
Yeah, like the Orioles, to be honest, just depends what they do at the deadline.
What'd you say, Dan?
I'm on my hotspot, so if I cut out,
Oh.
yeah. I don't know what happened. Like the whole, like it's just gone. Boxnet is just gone. So, thank you, Marist. Okay, so
you ready to do some trade deadline predictions?
Connor Wong is the top 5 catcher in the MLB right now.
I'd say yeah.
Want to look at his stats, Bo?
That's you do this thing, Luke. You have
Brown right?
recency bias.
Do you know,
bro? Actually, please, Sam, please tell me what MVP votes Brian Hayes is getting this year. Please tell me.
I'll look at the Connor Wong stats. But you said the other day.
Can I read them to you?
Stroud is a top 5.
He's top 5. He is top 5.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Hold on. Can I read them to you?
No.
Wait, Dan. Let me read you. Stroud is top 5. Oh shit.
No, he's not.
Okay, he's
Hold
6.
On. We're on a complete different. No. We're not talking about the MLB. We're not talking about the NFL. We're not talking about the NFL.
Okay, no, because this is a debate that we need to have. This is
not
we'll
right now.
We'll come back.
We'll circle back.
We need to take like 5 seconds of silence before we go into
5 seconds of silence.
Yeah, so I can
because we've been talking about nothing, bro. Oh my god.
All right. We're back. Hold on.
Okay.
We're back. So we're back with buy sell. We're back with buy sell.
Singing? He's so dumb.
I don't know. I'm gonna when he stops singing, I'll add him back.
Okay.
I think he's done.
So
nope.
Okay, so we have put together one buy and one sell team. Sam is still singing.
So 5 seconds of summer, bro.
Let's just try to get through this without him for now until he wants to come back.
Okay.
I guess we'll do sell first or buy. What do you want to sell?
Sell. Yeah.
Sell. Yeah. Okay. I think he's done. No. Okay. Sam, please.
Sam, lock the fuck in, buddy.
Dude, sorry.
Okay.
You know this. Hey, such a serious podcast.
This is. How about you can? How about
it's not, but it's not a fucking talent show.
It's my audition.
How about you prove your worth and talk about your sell team?
Oh, I'll prove my worth on it, buddy.
And you better not take mine.
Luke, how can I take yours? We have different players.
No, sell team.
Bro, look at the banner.
Oh, he didn't. Did you pick your one buy and one sell team?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, it's your turn, man.
Are we doing sell or buy
first?
Sell.
So,
he's got to think about it.
I think the Rockies finally do it. Like they have to.
Who do they have to sell?
You know who I didn't see on this list is my Prince Ryan McMahon.
Yeah, I think he can get moved.
It's gonna go to the Yankees probably.
Like, and that's
Brenton
not even
Doyle. That's not even a
reach.
Bias.
No,
like
that's not even a reach. That's a good fit.
About. I think Charlie Blackmon could get moved, just because they're probably like, you're on your last year of your deal, you're old as shit. Like you should try winning.
What about KB?
Who?
I don't think any team's gonna take him. His contract's too terrible.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think Chris Bryant, if he gets hurt next year, gets DFA'd.
I think he should get DFA'd now.
I don't think so yet, just because I don't really think they're in a situation to DFA him right now.
Okay, so let's talk about the Rockies. So their current lineup: Brenton Doyle, Ezekiel Tovar, Ryan McMahon, Brendan Rodgers, Michael Toglia, Jacob Stallings, Nolan Jones, Hunter Goodman, Jake Cave.
I also think Cal Quantrill could get moved. He's had a good year.
Yeah. And he's like, the craziest thing is he's like the top of their rotation.
I like Ezekiel Tovar. He's been really good this year, right?
He's their only untouchable.
Ezekiel Tovar.
Yeah, because they just inked him to a 7-year, $63 million deal.
Oh,
yeah. Other untouchable, Chris Bryant, because no one wants to touch him.
Yeah, he's a don't touch.
Yeah, he's a don't touch. He's hurt right now, but it's only 10-day IL. Elias Diaz.
Justin Lawrence could get moved too. He's like he's like an interesting reliever because he's a sinker baller with a sidearm.
Yeah,
and throws really fast, so it could be an interesting move.
I don't even know how much Charlie Blackmon's getting paid.
It's something like $19 million.
1 year, 13. So yeah, that's I mean, I think if that deal were to happen, it'd probably be like a trade for like a crappy prospect, and they'd probably take half the contract on, right? Because like no one's gonna pay 13 mil for a straight prospect trade of Charlie Blackmon. Yeah, that's a good sell.
Is he having a good year? Because I feel like he could also get DFA'd.
He's not getting DFA'd.
Yeah,
he won't get DFA'd.
I just feel like he's not who anyone wants.
No, because it might just.
He is 103 OPS plus right now.
Dude, he's such an angel. Like, there's never been more of an angel than Charlie Blackmon.
But they're not going to trade. Like, the Angels are also a seller.
The Angels,
yeah, that's true.
The Angels would probably trade Trout if they could.
Luke, you got a seller?
Yeah, I mean, it might be a little early for them, but they suck ass. I mean, I think the Diamondbacks could be a seller.
No.
Yeah, I'm
Montgomery is absolutely trash.
Yeah.
They might hold on to him though, because like give him like an actual start of the season, he might be better. But like I feel like enough time has passed, right? Where like he should be better. They could get a lot out of Christian Walker. They're not going to trade Corbin Carroll because, like, why would you? Even though he's been really, really, really bad,
they won't trade him. It's a sophomore slump.
And then I think they trade like Christian Walker. Like, I feel like that's someone that they could trade. I don't think they trade Kettle because he is so good.
No,
but
and he's like still has a few more years.
Yeah. I mean, I just really don't think they're very good. So
it's just. As far as free agents next year for them, Christian Walker, Paul Sewald, those are two pretty big ones. Miguel Castro, and then Tucker Barnhart. Is Miguel Castro even playing? I don't even know.
But Tucker Barnhart's like
the thing with them is that they have so many young guys. Like they still have a decent prospect system. I don't know how many in the top 100. I can look really quick. They still got 3 guys in the top.
Jones.
Yeah, they still have 3 guys in the top 100. 2 of which are rookie and single A. And then the 7th ranked prospect Jordan Lawler. So he would be
if he wasn't hurt.
Right. So like they still have a fine system. You're not gonna like this is clearly like look, they had a good run in the playoffs, right? But they're not like they just cannot keep up. Their pitching staff has not worked out. Jordan Montgomery is the worst free agent signing other than Blake Snell. So I don't think they're going to be able to dump that contract anywhere. Maybe, but they'd eat most of the money. And then I think Christian Walker could go to a lot of teams. I actually have a good team that could take him in my buy pick. And then also, Paul Sewald. I mean, that's a reliever that could go anywhere. Like you don't have many free agents. You might as well just get rid of what you can, re-gear because you're already so far back. That's kind of how I feel about them.
I've realized something, and their like GM and their manager just got extended.
Yeah,
right. Like in the off season, so they don't really have a lot of pressure on them if they did sell some people because they just signed extensions. So I don't think it's like a fire sale. I just think it's a Christian Walker's a free agent. What can we get for him?
Oh, yeah. Another thing. Jock Peterson. That was a not good signing.
He's great against righties.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's fantastic against righties. From the last time I checked.
He's having a good year.
He's just not playing that much.
Another thing is like, right, there's just not a lot of like room to grow with him. Like he would be great on a contender. So what I think would happen is like he has a mutual option 2025. They'll just trade him now. And then like the team that trades for him, they don't have to pick up that option if it's too expensive.
I think it'd be a fun little experiment if like the Yankees got Jock and just put him at first base.
He could play first.
Yeah, like I think that'd be fun.
He could fully play first.
He would have a blast in Yankees Stadium.
He could play outfield. They could, Verdugo.
We don't need outfield.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, good team pick. I'll talk about mine. Now talk about teams that are just in a terrible situation. The Miami Marlins just cannot get anything right. They're already the top seller at the deadline because they already traded Luis Arias, which no one saw coming. They got 4 prospects back. That's a guy that like has multiple years of control. I think he's a free agent 2026 or 2027. So they're not afraid to sell. They know who they are. Like obviously the new GM just looked and was like, look guys, like we're shipping you. Like you're just not cut out. And then looking at some
playing really well on the Padres too, right?
Yeah. He's playing great. He's like the reason they're still in the hunt for the wild card.
One guy I think the Marlins are going to get a lot out of is Edward Cabrera.
Yeah.
Because he just has filthy stuff that some team just needs to hone him in because he just has control issues.
And health. That was the big problem is they can't keep him healthy. And along with their other prospects, like and Max Meyer, like they're purposely keeping him down in AAA because they want the service time. So they're clearly not geared. Like they have all signs point to they're not geared for this year. Obviously, they're 13 and a half games back in the wild card. A few players I outlined that they can move. One, Josh Bell. Now, Josh Bell stinks. He's had a negative 0.7 WAR. He's been probably their worst hitter. However, eat most of the contract up, get 1-2 prospects back, regroup for next year because his contract ends next year anyway. So can go on a contender team that can maybe turn him around, maybe a better hitting coach. Tanner Scott, that's probably going to be an almost like any team that needs a righty reliever. He'll be the Paul Sewald of last year.
A lefty.
Or left, sorry.
Right.
He'll be
No. I wasn't trying to like be a dick. I just didn't know.
No, you're right. I completely forgot. 2.1 WAR, 1.59 ERA. He does have a 3.89 FIP, which is a little concerning because that means he's getting lucky, but he's also a ground ball pitcher. So because his 1.2 whip, that obviously means you're getting a lot of contact on the ground. But 2.1 WAR for a reliever is really good. I say he could go to any team that needs like a final push at the lefty spot. The Red Sox. No, I don't think so. Jazz. Now, Jazz is interesting because he was their poster child.
And he got voted the most overrated player in the league.
He did get voted the most overrated player. Clearly, his shine outweighs his actual talent. However, put him on like I saw the Phillies was like a potential like if they really want to make a push. I don't think he's going to go to a team like that. I think he'll go to a lower end team that's just like we'll take him.
Like
see if he can turn
this
him
guy
around.
like Jazz will kill like the Phillies mojo.
What I saw, honestly, what I envision, the Dodgers, because you could plug him in at middle infield while Mookie's gone.
But then what does he do when Mookie comes back?
So
moves to the outfield because they have a shaky outfield anyway. And then again, work with the Dodgers magic of hitting coaches. They turned Jason Hayward around. So, and then also Jesus Luzardo, but he's hurt. So,
yeah, I think he'll still probably be moved.
Also, a team that we like, I realize now is probably a better seller than the Diamondbacks, but the White Sox. Their two best players are definitely getting shipped out.
They're like low hanging fruit.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick them. Yeah, I didn't want to because like Crochet and Louis Bob, like the Dodgers could go all in and just trade for Louis Bob. I don't want that to happen. That's my favorite player. That's
probably
not.
Will.
I saw the Phillies, but like, dude, what does the Phillies need? They're fine. Where are they going to add? So, okay, so let's go to buyers. Actually, are there any other notable sellers? I mean, we still don't know what the Red Sox are going to do. Hopefully buy, but not buy expensive. I mean, the Tigers, but they're also like doing pretty well. So they'll probably move Flaherty and that's it. I can't really think of many others off the top of my head. The Giants, they could move someone. They have a lot of long-term deals though. So
the Giants, Snell, I think, are fine. Snell, does not get moved in my opinion.
I don't think
because that contract's way too expensive.
Yeah,
no, I don't think anyone. Good buyer.
I have a good buyer too.
Okay, so let's start with Luke.
I think the Guardians are going to be a big buyer. They're incredible. That is an incredible team, and
I love the Guardians.
I think their biggest problem right now, though, is their rotation. I think that obviously they don't have Bieber, and I just don't think that. Besides, but like McKenzie's like okay. He's been okay this year. I think that if they got like a really strong arm, then because their offense is incredible. Like
David Fry, man.
David Fry, Quan, Josh Naylor.
You see the guy
Is it Quan?
Yeah.
Johnsky Noah or whatever. Like he just hit a bomb over the batter's eye. Like unreal. So
well, they still have Gavin Williams, waiting.
So while I do like the Guardians and they're a fun team to watch, they're also scary for the entire American League. The one
and Class A is like the best. He's looking like the best pitcher right now.
So what is a team?
He's the best ERA.
The thing
he's
is,
on pace for having the best closer ERA of all time.
Yeah, I mean he's been Class A. He's been so good.
He has like a 1-something career.
Career, yeah.
He's a 0.7 this year.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's insane.
It's 25 saves. And he already has a Rivera reliever of the year, 2-time All-Star. He's incredible. The hope is he doesn't blow out his arm because he throws 100-mile-an-hour cutters. So now the one thing, now this is a problem. What do the Guardians have, or what do the Yankees have the Guardians don't? Money.
Yeah.
It's all money. The Guardians are not going to – I don't think they're going to spend, even though they have this great
a cheap owner.
They have an extremely cheap owner. So last year, this is crazy. So they were like middle of the pack last year, right? They spent $98 million last year. You know how much money they spent this year? 99. They've spent $1 million more dollars. So they are cheap. They have gotten very lucky or not lucky. They just know their system well. I would love to see them buy. If they do buy, I don't think it's not going to be like who are the top end pit. They're not going to like take on Max Scherzer's contract or anything like that. No, they might get one starter that can like eat innings, So.
I know it's individual, but like a Jack Flaherty.
Yeah. He slides in nicely to teams that don't have a lot of money.
Yeah. Because he's like, I think his contract's $14 million, which
you could eat that. Or I think if you throw in some prospects, they have a good system. So
why is he getting moved?
Because
I don't understand that one, to be honest.
Flaherty?
He's been really good for them, and they have a good 1-2 punch.
They cut payroll last year. There's the Tigers, and also they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 free agents that are in 2025.
He's moved around a shit ton.
Mark Canha, Carson Kelly, Gio. So,
but Mark Canha and Flaherty are the only really good ones.
I think they have a ton of expiring contracts. That's probably why they don't want to buy or keep. He's going to go next year, so you might as well. I think they'll probably make some more moves next year. The Tigers always confuse me, but
we'll see what happens with them. To be honest,
Sam, you can say your buyer.
I could go with the Yankees, but that's I don't know. It's boring. I just talked about the Yankees. I'm gonna go the Mariners.
Okay.
They're 4.5 games above the Astros in their division. I think if they really, really want it, they gotta get it now. And that's even with like J-Rod not doing anything. But
still a valuable defender.
No. Like he's gonna stay there, obviously.
Yeah.
Who's their best hitter right now?
That's the thing; they don't have one.
Their best hitter?
Because JP Crawford was really good last year.
Oh wait, J-Rod still has a 1.4 WAR on the year.
Yeah, no, he's J-Rod's a good defender. Like I said,
the best hitter, like
I don't even know.
Is it like Cal Raleigh?
No,
he's
Luke Raley right now. OPS
yeah, Luke Raley.
Like they need a bat.
Oh, I have another seller.
Like imagine if they like went out and got Louis Bob and just put him in like right.
Yeah.
Do you think the Rays should sell?
No.
Yes. They should get rid of Randy.
I agree.
I know because you can't get anything for Randy right now.
I think you could.
I think you can for sure. For sure you can. I think the Dodgers should go after Randy.
I know Randy sells tickets, and he's proved that he can be good for a year. And he also is just a good athlete. I think it's a down year. I think you're getting less value, but yeah. I wouldn't. The Rays are also just not been great. Anyway, moving on to the Mariners.
Wait, you know who would be perfect for the Mariners? Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But JD Martinez.
Yeah, but it looks like the Mets will probably keep him.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. That's one of my. I think that's one of my picks for later.
Yeah, the Mets are interesting because they're 500 again, and they've been playing incredible base. But they're the best team in June. Grimace Mets.
So mid. Oh.
But they're that mid team just kicked your guys' ass. So
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what you want to call mid.
It's the IKF revenge.
I'm just saying, like on like paper. The Mets are mid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
so here's my concern: is like you have the Mariners who have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 7 hitters in their lineup with an OPS below 700. Is that too many holes to make a playoff push? They have a great, like I know, and J-Rod, second half guy. We know that from last year, but that was one of the best second halves ever. For like a second-year player, or third-year player, second-year player. So like, I don't know. It's a lot of holes, Like we'll see. They have a great staff. I mean, up and down the board. George Kirby is incredible. Like
I love George Kirby.
Yeah, incredible.
Castillo kind of confuses me a little bit.
Logan Gilbert is unreal.
Yeah, we can name all of their start. The fact that we can name all their starters and they're like, yeah, they're good. Like that's insane. Like not a lot.
I played against Logan when he like almost went complete game. Like that dude is nuts.
Brian Wu was great until he got hurt.
Have you seen
Bryce Miller? All of their starters have a ERA below 4, which is like,
Have you seen the pitching ninja videos of Brian Wu?
Yeah.
Like his 2-seamer and his like fastball. Like tunnel the exact same speed, but one goes this way and one goes that way.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
And another thing with the Mariners is their bullpen is great.
Yeah, Matt Brash got TJ, right?
Yeah, but no. Listen to this. Munoz has a 1.39. Thornton has a 3.22. Austin Voth has a 3.62. Ryan Stanek, who just throws heat, 3.45, and Taylor Saucedo, who's like kind of their mystery man, 2.66. So
like they're a pitching factory.
Yeah, they would need a few bats, I think, like at least 2 to make a push. But yeah, I mean,
who do you think?
Well, I think their obvious hole is I guess outfield. Well, no, it's infield. It's Jorge Polanco has been like a non-starter for them.
I could see. I don't want to jump the gun because I don't know who has him. But
first base,
Lane Thomas could be a good fit there.
Yeah, I mean, and another thing is like I feel like, that's not a bad name, but I think they need like for middle infield. Like I know they don't like moving around positions, but Ty France is an okay second baseman. You can move him and try to get a bigger bat. I feel like first basemen are pretty cheap in like for trade deadline stuff. So like I mean, and we'll talk about the plethora of first basemen.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
Right, so who's your buy?
I'll say mine. Why am I blanking? I literally the Brewers. Now in a year where they decided they were going to get rid of Corbin Burns, they are still great. They are 48-33. They are 6 games up on the Cardinals. And mind you, like the Cardinals, I mean the Cubs no, but the Pirates and the Cardinals, the Pirates already said they're going to be buyers. They want to buy some people, like smaller names, but they're going to try. They got great pitching staff. They'll probably buy a hitter or two. Yeah.
Skeens, Jones, and Keller are like unfair.
Yeah. No, it's fun. They're fun, and they got.
Skeens should be an all-star.
Yeah, I don't think he will, but it'd be fun to see him in the game.
They I think Skeens finishes top 5 Cy Young.
Wow.
Fucking nasty.
He still has the season, and like I feel like once teams start, like once division teams see him once, they'll probably play better against him the second time. He is.
I don't know how you could play better against like
102 and a splinker, and a dirty slider that just like.
He's a 2.14 ERA right now.
The tunneling on his fastball and splinker is like you can't keep up. It's just.
He's played. How many games has he started? He's had 8 starts, and he's at 2 more.
Yeah, he's great.
Ridiculous.
But anyway, my point is about the Brewers is like the Cardinals and Pirates are good, but they're still 6 games up. So, and the reason why it's been their bats, which like is surprising. William Contreras, we've talked about on this podcast, as a shock. Yelich is not back to where like MVP level yet, but he's still very good. Willie Adames, that's an interesting conversation. He's had a kind of a down year. Reese Hoskins, they can play for serviceable first base, and then Bryce Terang and Joey Ortiz, who came out of nowhere and are just good contact guys. They're just getting on base. So, like they're hitting.
Oh, they have a pitcher too. I forgot his name.
Oh, is it McGill?
No, it's oh my God, what's his name? Oh, I have it here. Tobias Myers. Okay, so he's like I saw him pitch against somebody. It was against a team, whatever. I mean, but his last couple of starts, so he was only going like 5-4 innings, but then it was one of his starts he went 8 innings, and ever since then, like a couple starts after that, he's been so good. He has a 3.12 ERA on the year. He's not like the best like pitcher like that could be, but like for being someone that you don't really hear about, and the numbers that he's been putting up have been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So like I said, their hitters across the board are good. Their bullpen ERA is 9th in the league. So could they get another? Sure. But do they need it? No. Hobie Milner is their lefty, and he's struggled as of late, but he was really good in the month of May. The obvious holes for the Brewers is the rotation, because you get rid of Corbin, and then you're asking Freddie Peralta, Colin Rea to be your top 2 stars. Obviously, Myers, like you just mentioned, Luke, has been great. But Freddie Peralta and Colin Rea as the top 2 is obviously a hole. And then also first base. So first base is Jake Bauers.
Hey, they just traded for Dallas Keuchel, okay?
I think he's fine, and I think they're good. But who also, obviously, outfield for them is weird because where they're hitting holes, outfield, but it's Sal Frelick and Jackson Chourio, who are their 2 best prospects. So they're not going to touch the outfield. And
who is Brian Hudson?
He's a reliever, right?
He has a 0.84 ERA.
Yeah, he's been great. Like I said, they're 9th in, and this is, by the way, without Devin Williams. who they're getting back.
And Abner Uribe.
Yeah. So but Devin Williams is coming back soon. I don't know where Uribe is coming back, but what do they need? Starting pitcher. Who do I see? I see two guys. I think this is where Jack Flaherty goes. I think he's a good fit.
I have another guy.
My other guy was Severino. However, because Gary, so you have some chemistry there, and like Gary, regardless of like him being Gary, he is a pitcher's cat. Like people like throwing to him.
Except for Garrett Cole.
Except for Garrett Cole, there is some chemistry there, but like I said, we don't know what the Mets are going to do. So I see Jack Flaherty more than I see Severino. Yeah, I don't think they're going to move. I actually changed my mind. I don't think they're going to trade for first baseman. So,
right.
But yeah, I think the Brewers are really interesting. So, year to year. But all right, good conversation, guys. That was nice. So we'll go into here. I'll pull up the spreadsheet. This could be a group discussion because, like, you know, we there's a lot of people here, and we probably won't hit all of them. Like, I might honestly cut the top 9 hitters or the bottom 9 hitters, but we'll keep them there, and then, you know, here, let me just share a screen.
Shout out Brent Rooker.
Share a screen. Okay, so here's the spreadsheet.
I don't know where like Andrew Vaughn or Taylor Ward.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what? I'll just we'll make this separate.
I like some of the guys on that list though.
Yeah, those will be bonuses. So, but we'll talk about the top 9 hitters, 9 pitchers, and 6 relievers. I did like a snake draft thing, so we'll have to count up and see if we have an even amounts, because I just wanted to make sure it's even, because like, I mean, I know it's like we're not competing stats wise with these guys, but it's more fun to talk about the top names. So Luke, we'll start with you and Louis Bob. Interesting conversation for sure.
I don't like Louis Bob as much as Dan does, but I do say I love Louis Bob. I think he almost certainly gets moved off of the White Sox. And I think he goes to the Phillies.
Whoa.
I know we mentioned that briefly, but I do think that the Phillies have a window right now. And I think that he kind of, you know, whatever his role is if he plays in the, you know, in the field, or if he DHs, but I think Schwarber they've locked down as DH. So, but I just think he just makes that team complete, and they're already a pretty complete team. So, I mean, I'll say the Phillies.
I think they like Marsh and Rojas too much.
But it's Luis Robert. You got to make an exception there.
No, but they love Brandon Marsh. They love Johan Rojas. That's just the only thing. Like, I don't see them moving off of those two. Because I feel like you don't want to take in Louis Bob, when you already have that chemistry there. You know, like I just see Louis Bob being more of a Dodger than a Philly.
So my case for the Phillies is the Phillies are after it this year, and center field is the only position they need. It's the only one. Like they have no other. Obviously, you could say what you want about chemistry and the Phillies.
Oh wait, I'm stupid. Marsh, he's playing right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got isn't it Johan Rojas or whatever his name is?
Yeah. Do they still have Christian Pache?
No.
Yeah.
And if he's bench, or I don't know how much he's playing.
He's a great glove though.
Oh yeah, no. Hold on. Let me go to Phillies roster resource real quick. If I'm thinking with my head, well, they have Marsh listed as center field. But David Dahl is their left fielder. So Marsh, I know Marsh he is a good fielder. So, and Castellanos, then you can move Castellanos out of right field to DH permanently.
Schwarber.
Oh, Schwarber. So yeah, like, do they even need? They signed David Dahl. Like, dude, what do they need?
Yeah,
you know,
I just don't know. I think if
but
anything,
it's
they can go
Luis
after
Robert.
Yeah, but it's Louis Bob's going to cost so much. They're going to have to get rid of Andrew Painter, Mick Abel.
But he's not even on the most expensive deal, right?
Yeah, no, but he signs for 2028. That's the problem.
Yeah, he's not the one thing deal.
No, that's the thing. That's why he'd be valuable. The thing that I see though is Dave Dombrowski. You know, he's Dave Dombrowski still. Like, regardless of does this deal make sense, and like, yeah, there's not a lot of teams that could take on that the prospects and cap as or not cap, but like whatever required to get Louis Bob. The only two teams I really do see are Dodgers and Phillies, just because they need to win. So I don't think it's a crazy idea. I would not hold anything.
I'm also between the Phillies. I was also between the Phillies and the Dodgers. I just picked the Phillies because I just don't want him to go to the Dodgers at the end of the day.
Fair enough.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Talk about someone who you have not heard of all fucking year.
Yeah, Bo Bichette.
Jesus.
I have a little bit of a surprise for Bo.
Okay.
Here, it involves him switching positions.
To third?
To second.
Oh wait, I was thinking of Vladdy and I was really confused. Sorry.
I think he can go to Seattle. Sure up that infield.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Who's their second baseman?
Polanco.
It's Polanco.
Oh, okay. Right.
And if you could just have Polanco like kind of DH, or just be in an opportunity where you don't have to play Jorge Polanco every day because you don't have anybody else, Bo could be that guy, and the Mariners still do have a very good farm system. I honestly think Bo stays. I think
you're saying stays.
No, I'm gonna put Seattle to be fun.
Okay.
But like, if you really ask me, I think he stays, and because I think Vladdy and Bo getting moved, it really depends on if the Blue Jays are this bad next year.
So Vladdy, personally, I think Bo getting moved is more plausible than Vladdy getting moved. And the reason why is because Vladdy has been good lately. Even though he's been like loss of power, he's not the same like 50 home run guy. He has a 130 OPS plus. Like he's hitting again. Like once they started talking about him not hitting well, he's been hitting well. So another thing was they had to pay him $20 million in arbitration, which is insane. Because of that 50. So I don't think a team's going to want to take that on and then have to pay him $20 million like the next season. No. So I'm gonna confidently say Vladdy stays.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then my next one is Jazz. I think this is going to happen more than Louis Bob. I think Jazz goes to the Dodgers. I still am confident about that. I think he fits the LA vibe
for sure.
I don't know. And like I said, maybe they can wake something up in him. I don't think they have to trade too much. I think he could, again, versatile until Mookie gets back. Once Mookie gets back, you can put him in the outfield. He's a good outfielder too. So, yeah. Jazz. LA. Sam?
I could see a world where the Dodgers get Bo and then they just cut bait with Gavin Lux.
Yeah, but they'd have to trade him, right?
Does Miguel Vargas play every day?
No.
No.
He's not very good at it.
No.
Bregman, that's going to be my first boring one. He stays.
Yeah, no, I don't even know why he was on there.
I'm surprised to see his name on here. Yeah, I was going to say.
I think, though, he could be a Diamondback. Because Eugenio Suarez sucks. They might try and trade him, and he's from Arizona. And he's talked about a lot of times that the Arizona ballpark is his favorite one to play in.
Okay. I still think, he'll stay.
I think he's an Astro for life.
I think the Astros are going to try to make the playoffs, so.
Yeah, he's an Astro for life, but I'm not talking about like trade. I'm saying free agency.
Yeah.
This is okay. So if you would have asked me this about a couple weeks ago, I would have said Pete is going to get traded. He has not been hitting well, right?
He's been okay. He's been fine.
Okay. But with the way that they're going right now, I feel like they kind of have to hold on to him. And same thing with JD. I think they're going to keep both of them. I think they're going to keep their roster relatively the same for right now.
I agree and disagree with you. So here, I'll put stays for both. With what the conversation with their journalists and the front office has been, I think Pete Alonso will no longer be a New York Met at this time.
You know what though, but I've been saying that like the whole year too. I don't know where he would go.
No, and that's fine. Passan, this is Jeff Passan. This is not Dan Allback reporting this. Passan said the Red Sox should absolutely target Pete because look at their lineup. It's all lefties, but you can put him in DH and then you trade O'Neill, Yoshida, any of them.
I like that. I would love
suddenly Pete. You balance out the lineup with a righty.
How much control would they have though?
So you only get it's a rental. It's a rental. Okay. That's the problem. However, I think this is why I think the Mets are going to trade him because first, it's a perfect storm. First off, we've seen in the past like what the Red Sox traded for Schwarber, who was like, DH first baseman type, was not a lot. I don't even think the prospects are like surfaced in Washington. So the value for the value for first baseman is cheap at the deadline. Relatively, it has been, which is why I see the Red Sox making a trade like that. And then also like the other thing is like it's a rental, But Pete's one of those guys where I could totally see him like falling in love with the city.
Yeah,
like
I like that.
So like I said, do I think Boston?
A real Drake May type.
That'd be cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Like just because that's my brain, how my brain works. I just it would be cool. That's what
about JD?
JD, I think stays. I think the contract's cheap enough. He's old. He's not gonna like. They're in a playoff push. I don't think they're gonna trade him back to like the Dodgers or something. Like,
right.
I think he stays. So I think you're fine with that. Sam.
You're saying him to the Sox.
Well, I was gonna say Christian Walker. Like,
my bad.
Yeah.
We don't need your comment. We don't need your comment.
This might be crazy to say, and you could call me biased, but I think Yankees. If you look up Christian Walker trade rumors, the Yankees are the number one team.
What happens to Rizzo?
He should target.
No, yeah,
Rizzo's gone.
There were Vladdy Yankees rumors surfacing the last 2 days, but I don't think that'll happen. Yeah,
but Christian Walker, like, he is a great first baseman. He's a lot better than Rizzo, which sucks because I do really like Rizzo. But yeah, Rizzo's gone after this year. I think Rizzo retires after this year. So Christian Walker makes perfect sense because Ben Rice, he's a kid, young prospect, got to develop him. But when you're playing meaningful baseball games in August and September and hopefully October, you don't want to send a still developing kid out there. You want an actual bat, and Christian Walker will be that bat. In my opinion. I could also see a world where Pete goes to the Yankees.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Danny Jansen on this list?
He's a good hitter, and I have a team for him. So
they should put Kirk on the list.
Actually, I really do have a team for them. But I'm about Walker. Yeah, I see that. I think I kind of like what you said about Jock when we were talking about like first baseman. Now I don't know why Jock isn't on this list at all, because I feel like maybe the athletic people don't think the Diamondbacks will sell, but well, no, Christian Walker's on there. So, I don't. Yeah, I could see. I'm like not mad about Walker to the Yankees. He'd have to shave his like scruff, which I don't think about. So, yeah. As far as all the first basemen, like I don't see Vladdy anymore to the Yankees. I just don't think they'll trade interdivision. And then also Pete. Yeah, I don't know. Pete without a beard also is like looks like a child. So.
Yeah.
This is more just off vibes. I think Christian Walker is a New York Yankee. So, so Danny Jansen, this was interesting because I just like he's kind of under the radar for me. However, teams that are kind of in the mix of the wild card that can make like a small, like this is just more of a fun one. I think the Twins could have another catcher because Ryan Jeffers is good, but he's not a great fielder. Danny Jansen is the best blocking catcher in the league. He's 100th in percentile. He's also a decent hitter. He doesn't have good like power, but he is very good. He gets a lot of walks. Just a good solid bat. And who is their other catcher? Christian Vasquez, who has this is real. A 477 OPS, a 36 OPS plus. He is probably the worst hitting catcher in the league by a long shot.
Not named Martin Maldonado.
Yes. And he also has 7 extra base hits. What you just said, that's my other team, the Astros. But I don't think the Astros are going to really try to buy this year just because they're not as dominant as they usually are. So
I have a different team for Danny Jansen.
Okay.
The Cubs.
Yeah, but the Cubs haven't. I saw that too. But like the Cubs haven't been great. You know.
Yeah. Kind of But I do think like they would want to add.
Yeah.
Something, but
I could see that more in free agency as opposed to like the trade deadline.
Yeah.
The other thing though is I don't necessarily think Danny Jansen gets traded, not because he's not a good player. It's just catchers don't get traded at the deadline.
Yeah.
That much, you know what I mean? Like,
that's true. Yeah.
But I do like the Twins fit.
Yeah.
Should we skip over these and go?
Yeah, let's just go straight to we don't have. I don't have much time.
Yeah,
I don't 20 minutes. So, Garrett Crochet. I mean, we could talk about these guys all day. Like Rengifo, I think, like Luke and I were just talking about, could legitimately be a Red Sox pick. But
he seems like a Red Sox.
Yeah, and also that's cheaper than Pete.
So, I do want to ask though, before we move on to that, Sam, who do you think like? Because you've been saying like Brent Rooker, like shout out Brent Rooker. Where do you like where would it be a good fit for him? Because I've been trying to think about it. I can't really think of anyone.
New York.
Like, any team that needs a bat, the Yankees
New York.
could use him. The Mets could use him. The Braves also could.
I was thinking the Braves. The Braves was the team that popped into my head. But they have Azuna, so
that's true. Yeah, anywhere that really like needs a bat. The Royals, they're a sneaky good team.
But they've been kind of low lately. I do like them though. Okay, so Crochet.
Love this guy.
It's gonna be a surprise because I know
he's gonna move. We can determine that, right?
They're lowering his workload.
It's been what? The Dodgers, Padres, Mariners, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mariners really?
I think that's what.
Yeah, I
Bleacher
think
Report said.
They've been looking at the White Sox.
Oh right, yeah. That was the report that came out. I forgot. Yeah, he wants to be West Coast for some reason.
Completely different team.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense considering their injuries. The Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, it's
because
just a new owner
Corbin
too.
Burns is a rental. You don't know if Corbin Burns is coming back. Crochet has a couple years of control. Why? And they have the prospects to trade. They have the prospects to trade. Why not go and get a guy that you're going to have years of control with that is really good? They need pitching. Bradish and Wells both getting TJ.
And Means. Isn't John Means out again?
Yeah, Means is out for the year again. They need a guy.
That's such a tough blow, man.
Means' career is probably over, which really sucks.
Yeah. It sucks that Bradish is probably going to miss next year, too.
Yeah.
They need it to stay competitive because they cannot waste this core they have right now.
No, definitely not.
So why not get a young, great pitcher?
Yeah. And I like that.
Flaherty already did his time with them. I don't think he's going to go back.
Yeah, he's not going to go back.
So, Kikuchi?
Bro, I don't know a single team in the MLB that would want Yusei Kikuchi, bro. He's just move on, bro. I don't think he's very good. Every time I pay attention to Yusei Kikuchi, he's fucking shitting the bed. And maybe I'm missing a few things. Like
he's 4-7. Oh, never mind. He's not that good. He's 4-7. He had a good start to the year. He's been really bad lately.
He's also 33.
We don't have to dwell on that one for a while.
Okay.
It's Jack Flaherty. I already said who I think the Brewers. I think that's a genuine fit. I don't think he goes to flashy teams. I think he would totally mesh well as their second or even third starting pitcher if Colin Rea keeps a streak up. That's my pick. Not gonna explain anymore.
Yeah, I like that.
There's other teams, but yeah, that's a given.
Verlander also stays.
Okay. Snell stays. That's contract.
Sevy Brewers.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair because we talked about that too. I think that's a safe pick because if the Mets are gonna do a kind of a Red Sox buy sell, Sevy's got to be gone. Yeah. I don't think they re-sign him. So
I could see though a package of Sevy and Alonso to the Brewers.
No. Oh, okay. They were going to say Yankees. I was like, no.
Well, didn't they just
sign going back there?
But they just signed Rhys Hoskins.
Yeah, but he's DH.
Oh, who's
playing? Also, I looked at the Brewers baseball reference page. Bryce Trang is at 3.5 WAR.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, he's probably he could win Platinum Glove. So, Evaldi,
he's staying. I don't see him going anywhere either.
Isn't it his last year there?
I thought he signed a longer term deal there.
Did he?
After leaving the Sox.
I remember seeing 2-year 34.
Honestly, that could have been the case.
Okay, so Frankie Montas.
I think he completes the Sonny Gray.
You're right, Sam. By the way.
Okay.
I think. Wait. God, I don't know. Another team that needs I do think he'll get moved just because
the Yankees.
No.
No.
Low-key the Mets though, honestly.
No, dude, I'm telling you, he's gonna complete the Sonny Gray trajectory. He's gonna go to the A's, the Yankees, the Reds, then the Twins.
I'm honestly
question mark?
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? I think he stays. I don't think the Reds get a deal done.
The Reds are in such a weird spot. Wait, did Noelvi Marte come back yet?
No, he's still suspended.
He's still suspended. Yeah.
Oh god.
Bad year to be a prospect with the first first letter of your last name be M.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Anyway, now Mason Miller. This is interesting. Now,
so much money, or not money?
So much money, so many prospects, so much money. So, which is why the Dodgers are going to get him, and there's just no stopping it. The Dodgers will get him. I don't care.
But the A's, I think long-term goal is to make him a starter.
Really?
Yeah, because he was a starter last year.
Yeah, but he's such a good reliever.
But the reason he's a reliever is because he got hurt.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. I
think Scott. Right.
And then
I didn't mean to cut you off. Keep going.
No. I was just gonna say Dodgers pitching lab. Yeah. That's it. Tanner Scott.
Padres.
They're so fucked on their prospects. Like I have to be a team that's
the Padres do this thing where they never run out of good prospects.
They just pull prospects out of their ass. Like, we have 4 here for Luis Reyes. You want him? Yeah. So much money spent. Anyway, Tanner Scott.
Scott.
It has to be a team that needs a lefty reliever.
Mariners.
Again, Tanner Scott is probably going to get moved. Like,
Mariners.
Okay.
I could see. That's just like the first thing that like popped off my head. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I guess I was also thinking Mariners that Seawald could go back there. But I feel like it's a lot less common that players go back to where they were traded from, or was he traded from there? Yeah, he was, right?
I would love.
I could see the Mets. Honestly, they fucking need it because of Diaz.
The Yankees?
No, the Mets.
No, I'm saying maybe the Yankees could take Seawald. He already looks like a Yankees pitcher.
Yeah, we
true.
Who did you say?
The Mets.
Okay.
He reminds me of like a Clay Holmes if he had
feels like
less
a Met.
velo.
Feels like a Met too.
Feels like an
he was a Met
type.
Seawald was a Met.
I don't think Presley's good enough to go anywhere.
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that one.
Chapman, I don't know, Cuba. I think he stays.
Cuba. Because the Pirates said they want to keep playing.
Have you seen that Chapman video?
Oh wait,
yes.
The grandma.
Yeah, we stop. We're not talking about that.
Shut up, bro. That's his mom.
Disgusting.
As far as like Chapman goes, he probably had more chances to get moved if Bednar didn't just get hurt, because now he's their closer for now, so they kind of need him.
So I don't know who Carlos Estevez is. I don't know his stats. My Wi-Fi cut out when I tried to look up his stats, so I don't think it's written in the stars. I'm gonna say, fuck it. He goes to the Padres.
Padres.
The Z.
With the Z. Okay, so yeah. I think our hitting discussion was great because there's a lot of interesting, there's actually like a lot of interesting hitters. Pitchers, it's like Crochet, Flaherty.
Yeah, it's like Crochet and then the rest.
And then like super expensive Boris clients that won't get moved. And then
that are more likely to retire than get traded.
Yeah. And then relievers, it's just like the Mason Miller stuff is fun.
I don't think
you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say he stays. I think he's too expensive.
When is the deadline and when is the All-Star break?
All-Star break's like July, second or third week of July.
I think isn't the deadline like the July 20th? July 30th?
The deadline's it's like the last day of July.
Last day of July. So there's still a lot of things that could happen in between now and then. But this is a fun list to see. If we get these calls right, it would be really cool. Winner gets Red Fox eatery sandwich. About the other two. That's how it. Okay.
What'd you say?
Winner gets a lollipop from a van.
You can get
we gotta cut that out. We gotta cut that out.
All right, yeah. No. But anyway, winner gets a Red Fox eatery sandwich. You know how it works.
$30.
Or Wingstop.
True, new Wingstop. I haven't been yet.
I feel like that's probably got to be so expensive, bro.
It's
Wingstop.
I want to go. I hear their ranch is really good.
Yeah, it's probably pretty good.
Anyway.
That's some dumb. I did not like that music.
Wingstop's probably cheaper than B-dubs.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah. See, the one time I had Wingstop, it was it was cold because we got takeout. So I'm hoping if you eat there actually.
Nah, that's gonna go crazy when we go for football. Anyway.
we're gonna spend so much money.
So much.
Final thoughts. Let's hear a take about any sport from each of us.
Oh, okay.
CJ Stroud is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
We're not arguing about that. You no rebuttals, just your take.
Yeah, exactly. Sam,
take.
The Colts win the AFC South.
Okay, if we're on football topics, I don't want to say this, but Malik Neighbors is offensive rookie of the year.
Over
yards. Yeah, I feel like
no, he's not.
Caleb is more likely, in my opinion.
Marv, bro.
Nah.
No, like I said, crazy call out.
You know what? Hey, we can't rebuttal. No rebuttal.
No
okay,
rebuttals.
Fair enough.
No rebuttals.
Fair enough.
I feel very strongly about the Colts.
Colts are going to be good, but you said Anthony Richardson is going to be bad next year.
Why did I say that?
We'll have that discussion. I'm going to put this on Spotify as well, so check it out there. This is going to come out tomorrow as well. Yeah. It'll probably be a double feature if I can get them out in time. If not, this weekend. So these are 2 episodes that aren't super relevant. They can kind of come out whenever. So signing out.
Filler episode.
Brush your teeth.
Comb your hair.
Take care.